Hello YouTube. Welcome back. Cryptbeards XVIII. Care for a little bit of dwarfing? Let's just play, shall we? Let's not waste time with intros to videos. It's all a waste of time anyway, isn't it? This video is undoubtedly going to end up being hours long and unwatchable on YouTube in any form. However, it'll be there. It'll be there in 1080p, 60 frames a second, 25 kilobit per second video. And for these graphics, I mean, I ask you. Anyway, enough of this. Let's get rid of my face. You don't need that. It's blocking the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, and there's some valuable blank real estate there that you want to be looking at. Valuable game information. Anyway, it looks like one of our little chaps has been taken by a mood. So let's let things carry on and see what he does. Let's follow him and see if he actually gets stuff or if he starts sitting around doing nothing. He's grabbed himself a boulder, thankfully from a fairly close stockpile, so we're not going to have to worry about him taking forever to get back. He has taken the stockpile next to the adamantine, so he may well use some of that in his creation. Then again, I don't think proximity is necessarily something that makes it happen. I think it's actually to do with what stockpiles are permitted for the workshop. Right, he's stopped. He's not got something that he wants. He needs rock, cut gems, tanned hides, bones, plant cloth, tanned hides. I reckon it's gonna be, is it the bones? I think it's probably the bones and the hides, right? We're gonna have to butcher something. Let's go to the Z screen and look at our animals. What have we got that can get butchered here? Something without a name. Something we can get a bit of meat off of. Something that's going to have good leather. Good leather. Oh, we've apparently got a giant cave spider ready for slaughter and a giant mole already, so it can't be... Oh, wait. Is our butcher one of the people who died? That's a possibility, isn't it? Let's go over to Dwarf Therapist and take a look. Let's find out if that's the case. Let's quickly refresh, make sure we're looking at the latest, hottest Dwarf Fortress information rather than just old hat. Excuse me. I'll sort them by nothing, and then we'll sort by butchery. There's butchery. Excuse me, got hiccups. Ideal for streaming. Oh dear, there it goes again. Oh dear. It can't be butchery, we've got loads of butchers. Admittedly, one of them is currently miserable and staring off into space, but I mean, it doesn't look like we don't have people to provide those things. Let's go back to the fortress and see what happens. Let's see if we can figure this out. So they're sitting in there, they're doing nothing. They haven't actually started construction, have they? No. Okay, let's get in there. Rock, got that. Cut gems. They must have cut gems available. Let's see what he's actually got in here. A rhyolite block, some diorite. He's got his gems. He's got... That's got to be leather, right? Giant peregrine falcon leather. I'm pretty sure peregrine falcons, they're the fastest birds in the world. Just referring back to the last half of the stream. That's the ones I was thinking of. Not, what was it, sparrowhawks? Madness. Oh, thank you very much. I mean, if anyone does stream and wants transitions like that, I can like render them out for you relatively quickly. I'm not charging or anything, so if you've got like a 16:9 image you want to use as a transition that does that, I've got a Blender file set up to I just load the image in, render it out. Takes about an hour, maybe less. So there you go. Another peek behind the curtain for you. So, I'm pretty sure that's peregrine falcon leather. Whoa! Let's quickly check it is leather. View, here we go. Yeah, peregrine falcon leather. So, the thing he's wanting then is he's probably plant cloth, right? Because I've had my guy making clothes. He may well have used up... Oh, do we have any plant cloth? I don't think we do. And I don't think we have any access to plants that will allow us to make plant cloth. Yeah, no problem, Mr. Enkis, no problem. Were you here in the first half? I think you were here in the first half, weren't you? Sorry, I'm getting confused. I just started streaming myself, so I haven't gotten into transitions. It's relatively straightforward in OBS. I can tell you how to set it up. It's not a problem. If you're new to OBS, as a hot tip for everybody, there's a guy called EposVox, EposVox, and he has what I would consider the definitive OBS tutorial series. Watch that, and you'll have a solid foundation to do loads of cool stuff. Loads of cool stuff like this. Actually, technically, that's not in his tutorials, but once you've learnt those, you'll be able to figure that out relatively quickly. It's a plug-in from the OBS website. Don't worry, you'll figure it out. Anyway, bones, plant cloth. I think it's plant cloth that's the issue. I don't think we have any plant cloth. So if I go here and look at the stocks, type in cloth. Oh, we'd have bought in cloth bins. So we've got cave spider silk cloth, dingo leather loincloth, llama wool cloth, pigtail cloth. Yeah, we've got, look, 60 pigtail cloth. That should be fine, shouldn't it? Yeah, no problem, no problem. His tutorials on OBS are excellent. So we've got pigtail cloth, so it can't be that. So pigtail cloth is plant cloth, isn't it? Yeah. He's got cut gems. He's got tanned hides. Maybe it's bones? But we have bones. We have bones. Can you remember the dwarf the DF hack command to figure out what it actually wants? Because I'm confused. We've got plant cloth. He's got tanned hides already. That is leather, isn't it? Yes, leather. Bones, bones, bones. Let's have a quick look in the stocks and see if we have got any bones. That could be it. Stocks. Ooh. B-O-N-E. Oh. Okay. Does the stuff in the refuse pile not count? Let's have a little peek here. Oh, we must have bones in this thing. Stray yak ball mangled cartilage, is that? I wonder. Let's have a look, see what it is. Stray yak ball mangled cartilage. Yes, okay, so maybe we don't actually have bones. Hamster remains. Olm remains. Hamster remains. Naked mole dog skull. Okay, I think it's probably bones are probably an issue. Let's go for bones. Let's try and butcher some stuff. Guinea hen, dog, drake. Drake, that's a male duck. No, we don't want you. Butcher you. Duck bones. Gander. Oh no, that's a pet. We can't slaughter that one. Peahen sow. Can you milk pigs? We'll keep it just in case you can milk pigs. Boars, you can't milk for anything that you'd want to drink. But he's a pet, so we can't get rid of him. Come on, I thought I'd have loads of options for butchering, but they're all egg-laying birds. You can milk pigs in Dwarf Fortress. Well, we'll keep them then for pig cheese. Tasty, tasty pig cheese. Could kill one of the alpacas, but we're only just building our little alpaca llama wool industry back up. Giant mole's not being killed. Can you butcher Crundles? Can butcher a Crundle? I don't know. We don't need Crundles, so I'm just going to put them all up for butchery. Get rid of them. They're not needed. There we go. And I suppose for any good bones, really, we're going to want to do the llama. No, sorry about the alpaca. But I am loath to kill the alpaca. They're alpacas from the Andes with hooves instead of handies. Sorry. Let's see if that works. If we can get our slaughterman going. What are all these corpses here? Why are we not removing any of these? Ah, all this shit's forbidden. Okay. I need to build a corpse stockpile for sure. But first, let's do an area unforbid. What is it? DB reclaim C. DBC. Man, I am so cool. I know so many shortcuts in this game. It does make you feel a bit powerful, like a bit of a god once you start getting used to the shortcuts. Maybe that's why I like Blender as well. Maybe. Anyway, corpse stockpile. That was the thing, wasn't it? Do we put it right next to the tavern? Maybe I'll put it behind. P, Y. Here we go. Nice little corpse stockpile there. Hopefully that'll yield better results than just leaving them in the corridor. Mind you, I think all the miasma's gone now. Are they going to start shifting the corpses outside? Oh, wait a minute. I put them in the burrow, didn't I? Are they still in there? Yeah, they are. There we go. Burrow alert over. You can all go outside now. There's this guy sleeping out here when he's supposed to be in the burrow. What's that all about?
I just like to go and sleep in the refuse pile. You know, I lay my head on a bit of old mangled yak gristle, have a look up at the sky, maybe get tickled by a few rats running up and down my trouser legs. It's a good life, but I like it anyway. Oh, smell that. Lovely.
That's what I imagine someone sleeping in a refuse pile would say, because otherwise why? 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 Why would you do that? And why is this save taking so long? Come on, Dwarf Fortress. Be gentle. Don't be so rough. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can't see because it's the arrow from Windows at the moment spinning rather than the pointer, but I am gently using the mouse to... Oh, there we go. There we go. I was gently caressing the saving bar, hoping that it would speed things along, but apparently it doesn't have much of an effect. Well, probably none. Right, so are these floors all in? Oh, construction suspended. Why? Why have you suspended these construction tasks? I wish for you to fill these floors in. Post haste. Oh, of course, because I did the thingy, didn't I? Wait a minute. If there's an area unforbid, surely there's an area unsuspend. Oh, too good to be true. Too good to be true. Right, let's use the arrow keys rather than click with the mouse. There we go. There we go. Inactive, suspended. We're getting there. We're getting there. All we've got to do is go to each dark square, and then eventually we'll have a lovely uniform obsidian floor ready for all the vomit and such that comes from a tavern. There we go. I think we're good. I think everything's been redesignated. Was that somebody discovered a corpse? Just a second ago, popping up down the bottom. Oh no, we're not out of steel bars, are we? Shit. Don't be out of steel bars. Oh dear. We do appear to be out of steel bars. It's okay though, we can melt down some steel leggings and restart the cycle. Let's check out how many of our requested items have been created. So, there's only one steel mail shirt left to make, one steel breastplate, 2 gauntlets, 3 battle axes, and that's it. That's everything done. Well. This does seem like a good moment, doesn't it? How many pairs of steel leggings do we have? Let's take a little look at that. We should have enough to melt down and reclaim the steel. STEL space chain. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pairs of chain leggings. Okay, well I feel like we could melt... You know what, let's just see what else we've got. Is there anything superfluous that we don't want? I mean, we don't want steel crossbows, although that is in someone's inventory. Problem. Steel pick, also in someone's inventory, both of them. Spear. That's supposed to be in someone's inventory, so we'll leave that one. Breastplate. I don't know. What do we do about this situation? I mean, I suppose I could cancel the orders, but then I would have to remember how many bits of steel I needed. I mean, it's not a lot, is it? I mean, maybe we can do without one mail shirt, one breastplate, 2 sets of gauntlets, and 3 axes. Well, we have other axes already. I did want to make a nice set of steel everything for a unit. I'll leave it for now. And then we'll figure out what happened. Someone did find a corpse, though. That was what led me into that menu, wasn't it? Page up. Oh. Toulon Avadurist has created a masterpiece, Blue Peahen Egg Biscuits. Very nice. There we go. Sakul Kil Rud Lular, the furnace operator, has been found dead. Dear. Let's, how do you get to the justice screen again? Is that here? Yeah, that's here. Let's have a little peek. Clay Cree got hit by Reg. Okay, I don't think there was actually a thing. Oh yeah, I was going to check the vampires, wasn't I? That was the important thing. Oh shit, there's only 2 of them in there. That means there's a 3rd vampire. Is it this guy standing here? Sarvesht Limulast, the mayor. He's a diplomat. And he's come to the meeting. What about this? Is Clay Cree's our mayor, and this is a mayor from another town. Let me quickly head over to Dwarf Therapist. I'll leave you watching this, and we'll just check my vampires again, because Clay Cree, Dusim, and Onel. Okay. I need to figure out where they are in the fortress. Oh, actually, I can put Onel straight into the thingy, can't I? I can just put him in a squad and send him straight there. I may have already done it, in fact. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, they are all in one squad. I just need to get them all in one room. Oh no, wait a minute. Look, he's over here. He's over here. It's okay. It's okay. Panic over. Panic over. No loose vampires in the fortress. Everybody calm down. I don't know why you're getting so excited. Just breathe. Everything's fine. The vampire problem is under control. It's not even a problem. It's just a vampire thing now. Who's this dead elf-looking fella in the weapon trap? And why is his corpse not being moved to the fresh new corpse stockpile? That's what I would like to know. Maybe if I unpause the action, someone will come and yank him out of the weapon trap. They might need special tools, to be honest. The thing's full of spiked wooden balls. It's going to mangle someone pretty badly if they just get battered by it. Probably just like a bag of a skin bag filled with bone fragment, like filled mush. Bit graphic. Probably could have toned that one down a bit, but oh well. It's too late now. Said it. Come on, dwarves, get these corpses sorted. What is the deal with these corpses? Well, why are you just leaving them there? And furthermore, how's our guy in the mood doing? Which, he was in the adamantine workshop, wasn't he? Okay. Ah, good, good. He's going back out again. He's got his leather. Let's have a little peek in there, see what he's got. What have you picked up, lad? Show us what you got. He's got rhyolite blocks, diorite, pinfire opals, peregrine falcon leather, giant mole bone, pigtail cloth, giant armadillo leather. I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to get all the bits and bobs he needs, and we're going to see some kind of legendary construction. We have Tosid Egastinod, the farmer, starving and dehydrating. Let me guess, he's in a bad mood. I bet he's feeling a bit under the weather, right? A right old grump. That's what I'm reckoning. Oh, crikey. My keyboard's sitting on my lap. I accidentally knocked it against the bottom of the table and it caused all of my windows to minimise. So bear with me a second. There we go. This should be back where I need it. Good. So we've run out of tetrahedrite ore as well by the looks of things. Do I really need to sit here watching this guy craft? I don't think I do. Oh, hang on, he's not. He needs bones. Rock. Got both of those. He's got cut gems. He's got tanned hides. Got bones. He's got plant cloth. And he's got everything he needs. Surely they've started construction. Let me check the alerts. Good. No. 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 Doesn't actually have a notification for them claiming the workshop either, does it? Doran Ustan Ushrir. Is that who this is? Are you Doran? He is. So that was when he was taken by the Noid. So he hasn't started building yet. Shit. So what does he need? He's got everything he wants, right? Maybe we just have to wait for another animal to get slaughtered so he gets enough bone and leather, right? Maybe. Oh, I wish I could remember that Dwarf Fortress command. Dwarf Hack command. What is it? Show mood? I'll put the cursor on him. Like that. And then go to DFAC and type show mood. Oh, it works. I got it right. Okay. Doran Ushtansrir is currently in a fey mood with intent to claim a crafts dwarf workshop and become a legendary stone crafter. He wants the following items: a rock boulder, got; any cut gems, got; leather, got; bones, got; plant fibre cloth, got. Just bones. He just wants one more lot of bones. So realistically, we only have to wait for another animal to get slaughtered and he'll trot off and get them. No need to panic, everybody. Everything's fine. Everything fine. The boy's not going to go mad. Well, he may, but he shouldn't. There's probably going to be... let's pop down here and have a look. Is the butcher's workshop currently in use? Don't see anyone using it, but the game is paused, so that will probably have an effect. Somebody bring an animal down here. Come on. What are you doing? I've got a guy who needs bone stat. Does anybody know what that means? You see it in hospital dramas and stuff all the time. Doctors calling for stuff stat. What does it mean? Does it just mean quickly? Is it just like a medical term for quick? Quicker to say. Which it isn't really, is it? Bring me 10 milligrams of this thing. Stat. Bring me 10 milligrams of that thing. Quick. No, it can't be that, right? It can't just mean quick. There has to be another layer to this onion. Oh, hello. I think it's from Latin or something. Oh, okay. That probably makes sense. Medicine does have a bit of the old Latin going on in it. What are these boys doing? They're just laying on the floor. Stackard Roofcopper, the peasant, and Eral Goodrank, the peasant. Why are you laying there? I tell you what, I'll let the game carry on. You can watch it for a second. I'm going to go over to Dwarf Therapist. I'll go on my own. I won't take you with me. And I'll just have a quick look at the health of our dwarves, because I worry that those guys might be quite poorly. They might not be very well. Statum means immediately. Ah, okay. There you go. It's Latin. Excellent. Lorem ipsus Dorum Dolores. Where are we looking for here? We're looking for wounds. Anyone infected? Sure, we've got 4 people with infections. Stackard. Oh, it's those 2 lads. Okay, they're infected, drowsy, unable to grasp, lots of breaks and fractures, lacerations. Really? This didn't come from the weird giraffe, did it? No, it would say. I've got the cheaty thing on. There's no need to panic. Don't worry. Okay, so there are people who are not well, but realistically there's not much I can do about that right now because I don't even have a hospital. Perhaps that should be something I'm building. Actually, it just needs digging out and tables being made, doesn't it? I'm going to put orders in for tables and beds and chairs. Is there already a bed order on the go? I don't see it. Let's add one. Construct bed. How many do I want? Let's go for 50. Nice number. And then as well as that, we're going to want tables, aren't we, for the taverns and thrones. So, table. And I would like a rock table. We'll have 50 of them because I'm going mad. But also have some chairs. It's thrones, isn't it? Iron throne. Who will sit atop the iron throne? Actually, I shouldn't talk about Game of Thrones either, because that's just as thorny a subject as politics, with regard to spoilers at least. I'm assuming everyone's up to date, right? Everyone who's watching it, that is. I know not everybody watches it. I quite like the last episode, but I feel like no, I can't even talk about it without spoilers. So let's stand back. Let's regroup around some other subjects of discussion. How about Dwarf Fortress? It does seem kind of appropriate, doesn't it? It has a certain something, doesn't it? Oh look, there's the Forgotten Beast carcass. Not yet butchered by the looks of things. Can I Attis Sheltit, pet of Ficod. What? That's a cat. Okay, I clicked on the wrong thing. There. Oh, it's a partial skeleton. Surely they should be able to get some bones off that then. Come on, get some Forgotten Beast bones into the construction. That's what you need to do. Okay, let's head up and see if we can see him out of his workshop. No, he's still in there. He's still in there, but he just wants bones. He would do anything for a bone. Surely there's got to be some around, right? One of the butchers has to get cracking. Come on, butcher boys, get down there. Pack something up. Maybe I'm going to have to put more butchering orders in. Or maybe I'm going to have to turn other labours off for my butchers. That's probably a more sensible move, isn't it? Let's have a look at the labour screen. I'm just over in Dwarf Therapist again. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'll just get on with this. Where are the labours? Where are my butchers? Butcher boys, come to the front, please. I would like to assign you no other jobs other than butchery. Butchery. So who've we got here? Well, this guy's a level 17 stonecrafter, so yeah, you're not going on the butchery only trip. This guy's a dyer though, so and a cheesemaker. Is he our only cheesemaker? Nope, there's a better cheesemaker. So he's not making cheese anymore, he's not dyeing anymore, and he's also not doing any bloody hauling. Actually, he's doing animal hauling. That's probably a good idea. Otherwise, we're going to have the same problems we had before. There we go. I'll commit those changes. And then I'll come back into the fortress and we'll see how the butchery goes. Anyone going to do that? I wonder if they'll actually... Maybe I've assigned the crundles for butchery, but they're not butcherable. Mind you, they came up on the animal screen, so they must be, right? Yeah, surely. Surely. I'm not seeing any butchers coming down with animals, though. This is getting a bit nerve-wracking. It's not like we don't have a source of bones. They could easily take that Forgotten Beast apart. Crundles are butcherable. Well, that's good. Thank you, Spurwer. Spurwer? I will settle on a pronunciation on that, I promise. But butchers do not butcher wild animals in cages. Ah, now, there's our issue. So in that case, we have to find something else to kill. So let's go to the... Oh, I was already on the animals. And I will say, how about a guinea cock? Why not? We'll butcher a guinea cock. Turkey gobbler, yep. He's not slinging any more sperm, and none of those eggs are getting fertilised anymore. And we're also going to go for another turkey. Oh, that one's got a pet name. Damn. Turkey gobbler. Oh, it's a pet. It's really annoying. Dogs. No, actually, I want to train those, don't I? Let's put those on for war training. All in for war. There we go. Are there any other trainable animals? I did try and fiddle with the roars in this game, but it doesn't seem to have taken effect. It's annoying. I may have done it after generating the map, so that might be the reason. Let's kill some puppies. I mean, I'd rather kill kittens, but let's kill some puppies. There we go. Some lovely puppy bone decoration for our lovely new legendary item. Maybe train them first a bit. Wait, hang on a minute. So, I'm not... What you've just said there suggests to me that there is some level of training in animal domestication that I am not taking into account. Do they need to be trained first and then war trained, or can they just be straight war trained? I mean, the fact that I'm asking this question means that your statement contains enough information for me to intuit the actual truth. So let's maybe go back and change that. Animals. No, that's for butchering. Oh, train the puppies. Train the puppies before butchering them. Could do. We have other puppies. Let's not butcher all the puppies. Actually, let's have a moment. Let's step away from this Cruella de Vil madness and train them. There we go. There we go. That makes sense. The Crundles. Oh, you can train Crundles. Huh. Shit, naked mole dogs too. Wow. Okay. In fact, let's just get out. If we've got any trainers, I'm not sure if we do, but let's set them to training. Although I fear we're going to be getting a ton of notifications about things reverting to a wild state. I've trained Crundles before. I've just realised I've done this before. There was a whole meme. There was a whole meme on the channel about Crundle reverting to an untamed state. Anyway, that's enough of that. We've done that. Somebody get down here with one of those animals. Oh, look at that! Straight in with the guinea cock. Boom! And then if we sit here for long enough, we should end up seeing old exclamation. Wow, he already got the bones. That was quick. How did that happen? He's begun his mysterious construction. Well then, let's let him continue his mysterious construction and construct this mysterious artifact. Mysterious? That's the word I was looking for. Okay, also, should probably start looking into this tavern as well. Even though all the floor tiles aren't down yet, we do need to pop a ceiling on the bad boy. So, let's go up a floor. No, let's go down a floor and try and build this ramp. It was designate our up ramp, and I wanted to put it here. No. Apparently you have to build those on the floor below. So, can I build up-down stair? No, an up stair. You. Can I build one here? No. How do I get my lads on the seat on the roof? What am I doing wrong? Do I have to build a little bridge floor between here and here to get them to build it? Because that feels like it's going to be a bit ugly. I suppose we could always deconstruct it, but the idea of deconstructing platforms over a moat of lava seems foolhardy. I mean, it feels like that could go wrong pretty easily and in a bad way. Most of the things that go wrong with lava are not good. A wooden stair next to the wall, deconstructed later. Okay, so upstairs. How do I get this to work then? I am too high up, aren't I? That's entirely the problem. It's not the problem at all. Okay. Oh, hang on a minute. So do we need to go through the building? Upstairs, you. Chestnut logs. Da 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 da. Success. Well done, scoundrel. Congratulations. Oh, thank you, mate. Much appreciated. And thanks to you too as well, Spareware. Spareware? Build construction upstairs and on the next level a downstairs. Oh, okay, so we go up to here, build construction downstairs, and then we pop that. No access to building material. Oh, we have to build the stairs first, okay. We'll get the stairs built first, and then once that's done, we can build a lovely roof. A lovely roof for our tavern. Won't that be a delight? A wonder. Tepid decaf coffee. Oh yes. Oh, just what the doctor ordered. Hello, who are these lads up the top there? There's a load of boys who appear to be standing there with X's. What are you doing? He's a farmer. Maybe they're chopping down trees. That could be the thing. No more rain inside. A proper place to get drunk. That's right. It's going to be a den of boozy fun times. Actually, I should probably put a food stockpile in there, shouldn't I, for some drinks? P, F, there we go. And we're going to put booze stockpile. I'm going to make this wall down here. All of that is going to be a booze stockpile. So, let's change the settings. Food. Forbid, 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 forbid. Don't forbid, don't forbid. Forbid, 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 forbid. But you know what? Let's put a little twist. Let's put a teensy weensy twist. Oh, actually, no. I was going to say let's have cheese and drinks and make it a sort of classy place. And then I thought, no, because they'll fill the stockpile with cheese and then there won't be any booze in the tavern. And realistically, who the fuck is going to a tavern for cheese? Doren Ustanushvir the Glazier has created Solamisos Thocum a diorite scepter. She claims it as an heirloom in the name of a family ancestor, Erosh Basin Salves. Very nice. Prepared meals is still on. You to turn off. Oh, okay. I will go back and do that. But first, let's take a little peeky at this bad boy. What have we got here? The Amber Crosses, a diorite scepter. Worth 36 grand, not to be sniffed at. This is a diorite scepter. All crafts dwarfship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with giant peregrine falcon leather and encircled with bands of rectangular diorite cabochons and trillion-cut pinfire opals. This object menaces with spikes of pigtail and naked moldog bone. On the item is an image of dwarves in giant mole bone. The dwarves are travelling. The artwork relates to the foundation of Geared Slit by the holy tool of the Jade Helm in 62. On the item is an image of spore trees in giant armadillo leather. On the item is an image of a single-cut gem in turkey bone. Sounds delightful. Who doesn't want a diorite scepter covered in wonderful images? What is the mystery of ape granite times? Let's have a look at the mystery of ape granite times. Oh, I remember this. We bought this one, didn't we? And just never got bookcases for it. We should build a library, to be fair. Anyway, let's resume the action now that the tension of that mood has been lifted, and return to the surface and think about what we're doing here. I mean, kind of just waiting for them to finish doing this damn build. Have they suspended these again? No, they're still doing it. Okay, I saw another purple notification down there. That must be another corpse discovered. No problem, Mr. Enkis. No problem. Have yourself a good night or day, whatever time zone you're in. I'm not entirely sure, but it's pretty late here. It's 10 to 2 in the morning. Very late. Yeah, no problem. If you need any help, if you want that transition, feel free to hit me up. No problem. So, where were we? Watching this tavern getting built slowly, and the dwarves cluster at the top of the screen for some reason. What's the plan, lads? What are you up to? New arrival? New arrival? What? Did we get a migration wave? 1 second. 1 second here. Let's just go up. Stray Cundles, been slaughtered. Masterpiece, Crafts Dwarf, Obsidian Throne, Slaughtered Crundle. Oh, look at that. There was a load of migrants arriving. Okay, in that case, let's take a little trip over to Dwarf Therapist. I'll pause things here. This time I'll take you with me to Dwarf Therapist. But I'll also obscure the view because the game's paused. You don't need to look at that. So, who've we got? We had 109 adults. Oh, somebody died. 11 children and 0 babies. Let's have a read. We now have 131 adults and 13 children. That seems like it was quite a good migration wave. Let's go and have a look, shall we? we are. The latest migration wave contained 25 people, none of whom are vampires. That's good. No faffing around with them. Can I see any big skills? We've got a good bower. He's great. We've got a legendary stone crafter. We've got a great ambusher or trapper. We've got another great doctor. We've got a lot of good doctors around here. We really need to set ourselves up a hospital. What else we got? Any other good skills? Level 15 armourer. A level 11 weaponsmith, excuse me. They must have heard about our magma forges. That's what's drawing them in. Level 11 mechanic. Level 11 bookbinder. Oh, and a level 11 milker. Oh, yeah. Tug those teats. Tug them good. Okay, so that's all the labours. Let's take a look at their military skills. How are they doing in that regard? Nobody's got any weapon skills. One person has 2 kills, which are goblins. I've got my eye on you for the military. Let's see how you fare. We've got a few people who've got a bit of dodge. He's a great dodger. Reg, you dodging machine. There's also an ambusher and a marks dwarf. I should get round to setting up a marks dwarf squad, shouldn't I? I've just left it and never got round to it. Okay, well these guys are okay. Got some good skills in here that we could use, but we already have people who are doing those tasks and who are not bad at them. Although the level 11 weaponsmith, that does sound good. Much as Buckshot Brigade, I'm sure, would like to remain our primary creator of weapons, sometimes you do have to move over when a master turns up. Sometimes you just have to accept, sometimes you're not the best guy. Anyway, we've had a look at them. Let's go back over to Dwarf Fortress and see what we can get going. Okay, unpause. Don't want to have it sitting there doing nothing. And then we have to wait for these migrants to actually head down to the meeting hall, which they're not doing. Uh-oh. Is this why you can't build too close to the edge of the map, maybe? We're getting 52 frames a second, so there's not some kind of crazy pathing conflict that's got them going, and they can clearly, there's clear paths. I don't know why they're sitting there. Maybe they've walked in. They've sort of come down here and gone, which way do we go? Do we go round here or round here? Well, it looks like this way's blocked by the lava. Maybe we'll just go, let's go round here. And they've peeked round the corner and gone, oh, it's not that way. It's not that way. And then someone's having like a hysterical fit because they've seen all the corpses piled up amongst the firewood. Hello, Mad Otter 85. I feel like I've watched this game for 50 hours and still don't get what I'm looking at. You know what, Mad Otter? I don't think you're wrong. I think I gazed into this abyss of madness for longer than 50 hours before I even began to start seeing the Matrix. It's not the most gloriously laid out game. Let's put it like that. The menus are a little bit cumbersome. However, it is still, in my opinion, one of the greatest games ever. Or at least one of the greatest games I've ever played. We'll see how it plays out. I mean, I have seen how it plays out. I've played hundreds of hours of this. I just can't help myself. It's so good. Anyway, they're not building this tavern, are they? And there seems to be a lot of these new migrants just clustering around up the top. I don't like that. I want them to come down to the meeting hall and have a little carousing session. A little bit of a drink. Something like that. Oh yes, I've got to take prepared meals out of here, haven't I? You know what? I ain't gonna do that. No, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna put some tables in. Put some tables in the tavern. Let's start building them. Right. My plan is leaving a space to walk around the outside, space for a chair, and then bosh, table. And we'll start putting the tables up. Must be inside. Oh yeah, I didn't build the roof, did I? Let's do that. Build. What was it? Capital C and then a downstairs D. What happened there? Let me just. Door's wobbling. Anyway, where was I? Downstairs. That's what I want to do. Let's pop one there. Make that out of chestnut logs, and then once they've done that, we can start designating. Oh, maybe we can already do it. Let's see. Build floor. That's a wall. That's a wall, scoundrel. Come on, scoundrel. You can do it. F for floor. There we go. Perfect. Oh, excellent work, sir. Getting a bit self-congratulatory, aren't I? I should probably back off of that. No access to 9. Okay, they can't get up here. The stairs must be constructed before they have access to the roof. That's fine, though. We can live with that. They'll get built. Don't you worry. Yeah, I mean, occasionally, Spewer, I feel like I've won a session of Dwarf Fortress. I do. Sometimes I get what I wanted to do. All done, and then I'm like, okay, that's it, success, fantastic. And then we go to frame death and then start a new fortress. That's how it works for me. But there have definitely been fortresses where things haven't gone my way. Definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. The thing about this fortress is, having now converted to the almighty cult of verticality and started building my fortress on a sort of very heavily Z-level based system. We've got some drowsy peasants. That's interesting. I've managed to keep the frame rate fairly high, and I actually got to. Hang on. Unpause. What's that about? Okay. Anyway, yeah, I got the frame rate fairly high, and all the stuff I wanted to do happened really, really early on. And I sort of found myself now in a kind of dazed position, looking at a functioning fortress and thinking, what now? What do I do? Yes, the red flashing sevens are indeed lava. Is this your first time seeing a Dwarf Fortress game? Or am I being very rude, even beginning to imply that? Because this could just be a tile set conflict. You may be used to watching it on another tile set and therefore not know what the red sevens are. But yeah, they are lava. I've tapped them out of this volcano here. If you see, I dug a little channel. There's also a little room over here. This is for our magma forges and smelters over here. And then this little channel takes lava down to the moat, over which there is a retractable drawbridge. There's actually a fair drop down into that lava as well. It's not just up to the surface. There's a whole Z level of drop, which is nice. Well, Mad Otter, I will not claim that this is a great stream with which to learn how to play Dwarf Fortress, but you're welcome to hang around. Maybe through a process of psychic osmosis you will pick up some knowledge, but certainly I wouldn't want to guarantee it. I wouldn't want to sit down and say, guys, this stream is like a didactic fire hose, blasting information into your face and lodging it in the folds of your cerebellum. That's not something I can say. I mean, I can say it, it's just not true. Okay, where were we? Sorry, I got a bit distracted there. We want to get these migrants in. There doesn't seem to be any real reason why they're not coming in. Ah, they've built the stairs. Excellent. Build floor. There we go. Can we pop them up here? Ah, yes. That's what I like to see. My commands being carried out without question. So, what are we going to make it out of? Some kind of block, I presume. We could give it a wooden roof. Might look good. Nah. We haven't got enough obsidian blocks, so we can't actually do that. However, we don't appear to have any blocks. How have we run out of blocks? Or can you not use blocks to make a floor? That might be the case, because we definitely have blocks. Maybe a wooden roof will work. We need 100 logs for each floor segment. So actually, looking at it, we don't even have enough logs. This is a problem. This is a disaster. Oh dear. No, we're going to have to make it out of a hodgepodge of materials, or wait to put the roof on. I think we're going to have to wait. You build the floor below from blocks. Huh? Enlighten me. Sorry, I'm not entirely sure how you're meaning that. So, we build the floor below from blocks. So, We go from below and place... No, because if we place the floor here, it goes on this Z level, right? That's what we did here. We placed a floor. But up here, for some reason, doesn't seem to want to place with blocks. Huh. So this floor should also be able to build from blocks if you had any. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I get what you were saying. I understand. I'm not whip smart. Like shit, we haven't got any blocks. What are these then? Obsidian blocks, gabbro blocks, schist blocks, rhyolite. Got a fucking ghost in here. Whose ghost is this? Oh my god, everything's going to shit suddenly. Where'd the ghost go? I wasn't mad. There was definitely a ghost there, right? There it is. Look, got it. Pause. Id Solonunos, ghostly surgeon. Id flag hooves. Oh my god, I've just realised. We built a load of coffins, but never actually put any of them in the graveyard. So that's probably got to be remedied. There we go. Build burial receptacle. There we go. I'll try placing them with the mouse. Probably best to do it like this. There we go. Lovely. There we go. Lots of lovely obsidian coffins. Maybe now we can get rid of some of those. Oh, okay. Sorry. We'll do one that's double wide. There we go. Maybe now we can get some of those bodies in the hallway brought down and put in here, because they didn't seem to want to put them in the corpse stockpile, did they? They seemed most reluctant. Do I make these central bits a bit wider? I think I will actually, yeah. Just leave one space either side. Please don't run out of coffins before the symmetry is complete. There we go. Come on. You can do this. Ah, bugger. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Okay, so we'll remove that one. There we go. And we will build the other coffin here. And sweet, sweet symmetry is preserved. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so we've definitely got blocks. Back to the block conundrum. We definitely have blocks. So, why can't we build anything out of these blocks? Let's see if we can build a block floor down here. So, build floor. Place just a bit. Just one piece of floor right outside the gate here. There we go. And can we build it out of blocks? No, we cannot. Huh. Okay. What if there was no path, like it was previously? It would say you can't get any access to building materials. It's not saying that anymore, though. Now it's saying that it's just not offering me blocks as an option for building with. Maybe these are forbidden. Are these forbidden blocks? No, they're not forbidden blocks. Do not touch the forbidden blocks. They have been removed from circulation and must not be used in the construction of roofs. For goodness sake. That's my dwarven rune lord impersonation there, in case anyone's wondering. 5 is too deep without swimming, you say? Oh, so they can't get the blocks out because the water is too deep. You reckon? Is that how it works? Maybe we'll build a little bridge over the top of this one. Let's do it. Just in case. So build bridge. Bridge is G, isn't it? No, wrong G. G. There we go, bridge. Excellent. There we go. Bung it. No, not there. Not there. Not like that. Bung it there. There we go. Bonk. We'll make that out of... We've got 99 obsidian blocks again. Maybe we will be able to make the roof out of obsidian. We'll see. Let's make this out of quartzite. Oh, we could make the roof out of quartzite, couldn't we? We got quartzite blocks? Oh, we got a lot of quartzite blocks. That might be nice. You know what? Let's just make this out of microcline. There we go. And that'll be all dandy. And then that sorts the problem of the too deep water out, doesn't it? Hooray! A problem hidden is a problem that doesn't exist anymore until tomorrow. Okay, so they're still not building all of these floor bits out here. Oh, of course, so many questions answered. Yes, because they can't swim through here, they can't get the blocks to build the floor. Incredible. Incredible. Good. Now we figured it out. Can you set them to go to a specific depth and then stop, or do they just automatically fill? Wait a minute, I've got an even bloody better idea. Let's not put a thing on here. Let's not do that. Let's click here, remove the construction, remove the building, boom, don't need that. Designate H, boom. We just had another bit of channeling here. The water all sloshes out. It's only 2.5 deep on each square. Bingo! Incredible. I surprise myself. Now you'd have to make some complicated plumbing with a pressure plate for that. You can set those to a specific height. Oh yeah, no, I've read about people doing it, but never really how it's done. Yeah, look at this. Actually, if they're 3 deep, that's shallow enough, isn't it? Let's get rid of that. There we go. That would do. Now, hopefully, they'll start rushing out with blocks and doing these jobs. And also, I should be able to build the thing, shouldn't I? It's a good solution. Well, I have yet to venture into the world of mechanisms and stuff in Dwarf Fortress, so probably not tonight, but maybe in next week's Cryptbeards I might start giving it a go, seeing what I can do with it. We don't have any flowing water for water wheels and such, but we should probably be able to sort something out. Right, let's build a floor and see if we can now make this with blocks. There we go. Obsidian blocks. Boom! Look at that. We're making it. We're doing it. Oh, the channeling. The channeling's a good solution. Yes, well, there you go. But I am still tempted by the idea of trying out some new stuff, you know. Maybe a bit of pumping. A bit of the old rumpy dumpy. Not actual rumpy pumpy though, that's rude. Floor. There we go. Let's fill this space up here. There we go. Enter. That made it obsidian blocks. Lovely. Another bit of floor. Okay. Ooh, better be careful how I say that actually. Could be misconstrued. Obsidian blocks again. Floor. Okay, we're nearly there. We're nearly there, everybody. Destination is in sight. Oh yeah. Oh bollocks. I would have to beans it at the last hurdle, wouldn't I? I would have to fuck it up. It's okay. It's okay. Find your happy place. There we go. Right, in that case, we'll also click here and say no, 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 and no. No. There we go. And then, of course, we want to build a floor. We want to build a floor, which is what we went for in the first place, but just didn't do it right. Bang! There we go. Lovely. A floor made of obsidian blocks. We have an entirely obsidian tavern on the way. You liked it better that way with the wall? Well, you know what? Maybe I could do some walls on the top. Maybe what I should do is put another floor on. Oh my goodness. A 2-story tavern. Such extravagance. It's like Versailles at its peak. Well, maybe not. I think comparing Versailles at its peak to a tavern is probably a little bit hyperbolic. But hey, what am I if I'm not hyperbolic? Oh look, all of the migrants have suddenly pinged into action. What's that about? Oh, they couldn't get into the fortress because the water was too deep. Everything hinged on the chest-deep footbath. That's what was causing the problems. Poker on the second floor and dancers. Well, we can do poker. We can do dancers. Excuse me. But poker, actually, I don't know if dwarves can play games like that yet, can they? Do dwarves in Dwarf Fortress play games of chance and such? Can they gamble? I don't think they can. I'm sure it's somewhere on the timeline of things to be made, but I don't think it's a thing yet. Look at all these dwarves pinging into action after they can finally get to where they need to go. Ah, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Excuse me. Anyone who drinks gambles. I suppose some of these pokey dwarven brews are probably fairly potent. Pokey and potent. Pokey potent. Pokey potent. Pokey potent. I don't know where I was going with that. That was a very unusual thing to do. Still, never mind. Ah, look at all the vomit in the hallway. Just so you know, Mad Otter, the green patches here, these ones here, don't be fooled. They're not grass. In fact, looking at this is probably, yep, pile of vomit, pile of vomit, pile of vomit. There is a lot of vomit out here. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. The vomit reaches all the way out here. Okay, there's none out here. There's basically a big, long path of vomit leading out of the fortress, as though the fortress itself is trying to expel some unwanted food. Tried to get all poetic there and ended up just seeming like a right wally, didn't I? The thing about dwarves in this game is they spend long enough underground and they become something called cave adapted, I think it is. And then when they come out in the sun, vomit. I mean, we could do a covered walkway, I suppose. We could have a special covered walkway all the way along here and to the tavern. That's entirely possible. Maybe that's an idea. This is barely scratching the surface, Mad Otter. We had a forgotten beast, a particularly nasty type of creature in this game, come and attack one of my previous forts, and it breathed fire, I think. Either breathed fire, was made of fire, or was on fire permanently. I can't remember which. I think it was made of coal and caught fire or something. I don't remember the exact details. What I do remember is it charged through some of our wine stockpiles, and all of our dwarves ran down with carrying little wine skins. The wine in the wine skins boiled, and eventually the forgotten beast was killed by superheated wine bursting out and killing it. I mean, obviously it killed the dwarves as well, but I found that interesting. I found that very interesting. There's lots of nice little details like that in Dwarf Fortress, but like as the meme goes, you do have to learn to see the matrix. I mean, you can do these tile sets, which help quite a bit in my opinion, but there are some purists, like the guy I'm going to raid at the end of the stream, Cupo. He seems to use the old ASCII tile set almost exclusively, but his fortresses are much nicer than mine. He does make very pretty fortresses. Absolutely bloody gorgeous. So, how's this roof coming along? You guys building? It looks like you are. I'm pleased with that. I'm pleased with that. I'm a little bit disappointed that my raw editing didn't take effect. Because if that had taken effect, there was going to be a strong possibility that we'd be able to train bees for war, which I feel is a strong move. I think war bees would be very strong, but maybe a little bit too easy to kill. You'd need an extremely large force and vulnerable to fire too. Oh my god. Bees look very flammable to me, especially bumblebees. I always look at them and think, man, if you went anywhere near a candle, I mean, maybe that's what dead flies are. There's no such thing as actual flies. They're just bees who've accidentally flown too near to a candlestick or a match and turned into those little black things. That was a really mad thing to say. Why did I even say that? It's clearly getting late. That's what's happening. I'm getting tired, and now I'm spouting nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Ooh, somebody followed. Thank you very much. I didn't see who it was. The little preview screen with the pop-up is too small to read. But I suppose I could check while the dwarves are doing this. It's safe to look away, isn't it? Yeah, sure it is. You guys can warn me if something bad happens. I'm going to go and look at my Streamlabs dashboard. Who was that? Who was that there, follow? It's somebody who's lurking, so I won't call you out. Thanks for following, though. Thank you very much. And everyone else who's followed. Oh, the one person. Mestrenikis. Cage bombs are a thing. Putting lots of war dogs in a cage near the entrance and pulled a lever when close. That's not a bad little idea. I quite like that. I did kind of toy with the idea of weaponizing weird creatures at some point, but then was quickly disavowed of my foolish ideas. I understand now that is just idiotic.
You can't control lycanthropes. They're not bloody vampires. They're crazy. They try to kill you every time there's a full moon. Absolute madness.
Why have we got so much steam in our moat? Somebody fallen in? Tell me nobody's fallen in. Come on, people. I'm going to check the therapist. Let's find out. We had 131 adults and 13 children. We now have the same. Nobody died. Yay! But something's gone in there for sure. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm seeing it's raining. It's raining. It's raining. Everybody calm down. It's rain. That's all it is. Just a little bit of water falling out of the sky, landing on some magma. Lava is at the surface. Technically lava. Oh, come on, guys. Build your little tavern. Build your little tavern. And once that roof's on, we can pop some tables in there, pop some chairs in there. You can bring some booze up for the stockpile, and we'll all get merry together. We'll sing drinking songs. We'll pat each other on the back. We'll coerce a dwarf into committing crimes against dragons. How about that? Sound like fun? Maybe we'll even go down a mine and sing a little song together, and then come back and find ourselves a little girl in a glass coffin to look after. Creepy. Hello, Claycree. Welcome back. I wonder what rain on lava smells or looks like. That's a good question. I reckon it probably smells... If you've ever tried one of those gas-powered barbecues that have the lava rocks in there to maintain the heat, maybe they smell like... Maybe it smells like that. Maybe. Because the steam, I mean, it's going to be all lava. The lava is going to be what's providing the scent there, because steam doesn't really smell of anything, does it? Maybe, I mean, if the lava's hot enough and the rain is intense enough, maybe it smells of searing hot agony as the inside of your nostrils are boiled away by superheated steam. That might be the case. It's an entirely possible scenario. Well, I mean, the existence of those kind of superheated steams are an possible scenario. I'm not sure if surface magma or lava can actually achieve those temperatures, or if there can be enough water falling from the sky in one go to achieve a dense enough cloud of that kind of heat to do what I said. That was a very laborious way of saying what I was saying, wasn't it? Went round the houses, used too many words. Ah, well, there's plenty of words. We're not going to run out of those. Well, if we do, that would be horrible, wouldn't it? Imagine that. The world runs out of words. Newsflash. This morning the world ran... That would be awful. Come on, build that roof. Build the roof, dwarves, build the roof. Dwarves, build the roof. Dwarves, build my roof. Ah, look at that. The dwarf, the elf corpse from the old weapon trap. It's been cleaned out. Oh, that makes me feel good. Solving the too deep footbath issue really has lifted my mood. It's raised my spirits. We've got one more floor tile to be built downstairs. Has that been suspended? Oh, stop suspending construction. What are you doing, dwarves? You were wondering what kind of vomit would not get washed away by rain. I can answer that question, Mad Otter. Thick vomit. Thick, viscous vomit. That's the kind. Sadly, I have experienced it. I would not recommend. As my Amazon review of thick viscous vomit? No, 1 star, 0 stars. Do not buy. I mean, obviously don't buy it. I mean, who buys vomit? I bet there are people who buy vomit. I mean, of course, there's probably already somebody furiously typing in about ambergris being whale vomit and highly prized by the perfume industry, but I beat you to it. I'm sorry. Take your fingers off that keyboard and calm down. I wonder what other forms of vomit have value. I mean, obviously the whale takes the crown as having the most valuable vomit, but, I mean, there must be... If, what are they called? Civet cat can shit out coffee beans, making them more valuable. I'm sure there must be something that can vomit stuff out and people will be like, oh, it's delightful, please, another spoonful of this quail vomit. Soup? No, soup's lame. You can't make soup out of vomit. That's low effort. That's bad. Just boiling up a bit of sick. No one's going to eat that. It's got to be elaborate. I suppose technically baby birds eat nothing but sick. I've really taken this to the brown place, haven't I? Those of you who are new to the stream, first of all, bye-bye, thank you. Thank you for coming. Be warned, we have a thing here called the Triangle of Trouble, and often I stray into its corners. One of the corners is pink, one of the corners is brown, and one of the corners is dark. If you stray into one of those corners too deeply, it just results in trouble. Probably the most benign of the corners is the brown, but, every now and again I'll stray into the dark corner and say something a little bit too bleak, a little bit too upsetting, and I, for that, apologise in advance. An obsidian block floor with a pile of vomit on top. Marvellous. Bloody marvellous. Anyway, now we can deconstruct these stairs on the side. Remove construction, N. There we go. We'll do that top one first. Ooh, hello. Hello. If I remember correctly, there's a drink made from bird spit somewhere in Asia. Now, is that not the famous bird's nest soup? I believe that's made from bird spit, because they make their nests out of their saliva, and then they're harvested and boiled up. I think, isn't that the case? Pink corner. The pink corner is where all the rude stuff happens. Unfortunately, the thing is, it's not just three separate. It's not a triforce. It's not a triforce of trouble. It's a triangle of trouble. And what you got to understand about the difference between a triforce and a triangle is each of the elements in a triforce is a separate, indivisible, unique thing. And you have the top corner, the bottom left corner, and the bottom right corner, depending on which way up you've got your triforce, of course. When it comes to a triangle, everything in each corner has a variation that is blended in with the other corners. You see, like one of those colour pickers in a piece of art software. And what we've got here, you've got the pink corner and the dark corner. Very bad. Very, very bad. Don't want anything on that line of the triangle. You don't want anything on there. That's bad. You're going to get in trouble. You're getting bad trouble if you blend the pink and the dark corner. If you blend the pink and the brown corner, a lot less trouble, but probably going to lose more people. You know, people are going to be going, no. This isn't what I signed up for. I came to watch Dwarf Fortress, and suddenly they're talking about people who eat shit. What's this about? Quit, unfollowed, did not like. Thumbs down, downvote. That's what'll happen. And of course, if you... Where am I going with this? The brown corner and the dark corner. Well, that's probably your safest territory, even if it can be amongst the bleakest. Right, okay, I think we need to step away. We need to step away from the Triangle of Trouble. Not even discuss it as a concept, and make sure we stay nicely away from those edges and corners that contain such controversial material. Kind of thing that will occasionally elicit a chuckle, but may just as equally elicit sneers and howls of disgust and derision. Much like talking about politics on a stream. There's a bad idea, isn't there? This came up last time, or in the first half of the stream. Very bad move. Talking politics, utter madness. Oh, we can put tables in now, can't we? Oh, there we go. For a second I was panicking. I thought my cursor was inside. But obviously, that was a load of old bollocks. Here we go. Whacking in the tables. Oh, excuse my yawn. Oh, it was a brutal yawn, but it felt so good. There's nothing quite like cresting a yawn, is there? And there's few things quite as unsatisfying as failing to crest a yawn. You know what I mean by cresting a yawn, don't you? When you give it the yawn and then it never quite breaks. It's like a wave that goes on forever, never finding a beach. Oh God, now I've done it to myself. It's happening again. Oh, there we go. Just about broke. Not very satisfyingly, though. Not like it was going across a nice pebbly beach, leaving a cascade of lovely aerated bubbles. No. It was more like something slamming up against the seawall and being rebounded. Dear oh dear. Only if you're sane. Well, Spewer. Is it Spewer? Spewer. Is that right? Spewer? We'll get there in the end. I'm not sure I'm necessarily sane. Maybe. Hopefully. Probably. Let's put some chairs in. Changing subject. Quickly changing subject away from my mental health. Don't you question my mental health, damn you. What are you doing? Here we go. Put some more chairs in. There we go. Oh, no, we've run out of chairs. We had one more table than we had chairs, but that's fine. That's fine. No problems. Come on, lads, get this in. I have to say, it's 2:30 in the morning here, and I've been recording for an hour and a quarter again. I am now looking for a suitable bookend to the stream and the YouTube video. I'm looking for a moment to say, that's it, this is a good place to stop. Whether it's a cliffhanger or a nice little legendary artifact or something of that nature, I don't know. But that's where I am. Feeling a little bit tired, and I'm looking for that perfect moment. That perfect moment to just go, night night lads. You go and watch Cooper. But I don't know what it's going to be. What could it be? The tavern getting its tables and chairs in. Not it. Not good enough. We need more. We need better than that. I can actually turn it into a tavern already, can't I, before that's even in there. Let's make a dining room. You know what? I'm going to do it from this table here. There we go. It's a meeting hall. Yes. And we're going to assign a location. Oh, we don't have any designated locations. Let's add one. We're going to add an inn. What's it called? The Peppers of Reason. Sounds good to me. Let's assign it. It was already assigned. Fair enough. And then come out. Good. Now, we do need to make a tavern keeper, but I've forgotten how to do that. How does a dwarf lord set his tavern keeper? Locations and occupations. Ah, here we go. Yes, tavern keeper, assign occupation. Do we have anybody with appropriate skills for a tavern keeper? I don't know. You know what? Let's head over to Dwarf Therapist and take a peek. Let's find out. Why wallow in ignorance when we can swim in knowledge? It'll do. I'm tired. What do you want from me? It's 2:30 in the morning, for God's sake. Okay. Let's sort by nothing and think about what skills a tavern keeper needs. It's not going to be the labours. It's going to be in the other skills section, isn't it? Who's going to be a good tavern keeper? And more's the point, does anybody want a dwarf named after them? Because now is probably the best time to ask. Now is probably the best time to ask. Because I'm in here. I can do it. It's nice and easy. Now is the time to request. Tavern keeper. What's a good skill for a tavern keeper? I'm going to sort by nothing so it's not divided by migration wave again. A consoler? A concentrator? A leader? An observer? An observer seems like a decent skill. Who's Zuglar? Zuglar seems to have a lot of social skills at quite high. He's a good student, a pacifier. Oh, he's not a good pacifier. Who's a good pacifier? They're going to be good at kicking out time, aren't they? Fath Febum is a good pacifier, a master pacifier indeed, and also a pretty darn good musician as well. And a poet. A comedian? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Let's have a look. Where's the comedian? Here we go. Who's our best comedian? The two funniest fuckers officially in our fortress are Amos Oronkono and Rigoth Vatokfikon. Okay, they've both got level 12 comedy skill. They're master comedians. Let's see what they do in their day jobs. One of them is a metal crafter. Oh, he's a legendary metal crafter. And the other one is a wood burner. Well, not anymore, sunshine. Rigoth, you chucklesome fellow, you are going to be our new tavern keeper. Rigoth Vatofikod. Okay, back to the fortress and get rid of my face. And I will also need to bring the window up so I can see. And what was his name? Vitoth? Vitoth? Yes, it was VI, wasn't it? Oh, clearly not. Let me just alt-tab back into Dwarf Therapist on my own. I won't take you with me and I'll figure it out. What was his name? Rigoth Vutofikot. That was his name. So, I'll say R-I-G-T-H. Rigoth Vutofikot, the wood burner. There you go. You're a tavern. You're a tavern? You're a tavern keeper. That makes sense. We could have double tavern keepers. Is that a good idea? And a performer. We'll wait. We'll assign a performer later on. Or will we? Maybe we could go and peek at the performance skills as well. I'm going to do that. Let's get back over to therapist. Watch not bugger a boat. So, performance skills. That's under other. And poets. Level 11 poets, level 11 speakers, level 3 dancer is our best dancer. Got lots of level 11 musicians, level 3 singer, level 3 keyboardist, level 3 stringed instrumentalist, wind instrumentalists, and percussion instrumentalists. Well, in that case, it looks like everything, you've got the basic music skills down, but not necessarily any of the others. Who's our best all-rounder? And that's weird that the ones with the best musician skills don't actually have the best individual instrument skills. This guy's only got one singing. All of these guys have got one singing. Huh. You would have thought like having the base musician skills would make you good. But apparently not. Apparently not. Oh well. Let's have a look at Kosoth. What do you do in your day job, Kosoth? You're a weaponsmith. Yeah, you are. But you're not the best, are you? You're not the best, Kosoth. In fact, you're actually the worst. If we discount everybody who can't do it at all, you are the worst weaponsmith we have, Kosoth. I mean, I don't want to leave you dispirited, but I don't think your vocation is weaponsmithing. It's just not. You know what? You're not doing it anymore. I want you to fly free. You are going to be a creative. You're going to bring the world joy. You're going to make music that brings tears to the eyes, flutters to the heart, and, I don't know, tingle to the genitalia? Very rude songs. Let's put Kosoth in. Kosoth Urishitan. Let's go back over to the fortress. Shit, I forgot his name already. Kosoth, that was his name. And then we go to here, down to here, performer. Search Kosoth. There he is. The weaponsmith. Not for long. There we go. So we've got a performer and we've got a tavern keeper. Hopefully that will keep everybody happy. That'll be nice, wouldn't it? Happy dwarves. I mean, it's kind of a rarity. They do tend to suffer from pretty savage mental health issues. But, well, we'll see what happens. I am now a bit concerned that with this tavern out here, they're going to abandon our proper dining hall. Yep. Immediately. Should we make this a tavern as well? a competing tavern, but only for dwarves. Can we do that? Let's have a little look. Can we make a place only for local residents? Change restriction. Here we go. Citizens and long-term residents only. Citizens only. All visitors welcome. Okay, the surface one's going to be all visitors welcome. Cool. Everyone can be happy with that. The Peppers of Reason has an open door policy. Why would anyone complain? Well, here we go. Let's find this out. Okay, meeting hall. Yes. Assign a location. There we go. We need to add a location. And it's another inn. We've gone from no inns to 2 inns in the space of minutes. Okay, this is the Scaly Pumpkin. It's not the best name for a tavern, but it's equally not the worst. Let's go in there and rearrange the Scaly Pumpkin's restrictions. I'm going to say citizens only. Yeah, there we go. Citizens only. Bingo. So hopefully now our citizens will come down here. It's a shame we can't make the other one visitors only. Or can we? Let's just make sure. It's R. All visitors, citizens and long-term, citizens only. Oh no, we could put on the top floor. Rooms for rent. And can we put some instruments in here as well? Can we deliberately put them in, or do the dwarves just decide what goes in? Anyway, the pumpkin needs another lad to go in, doesn't he? This time, maybe I won't pick a comedian. Let's go back to the therapist. Let's go back to the other skills, and let's look for, instead of a comedian, we're going to look for a conversationalist. Yeah, I think so. A conversationalist. Seems like a good thing for a tavern keeper. Cadol Avaz, or whatever his name is. Let's have a little look here. Cadol is a spinner, and he's not bad at it either. In fact, he is the best spinner we have. He's not going to be the lad. He's not the lad. Who else we got? Who's a good conversationalist otherwise? Della, you're not bad. You're not bad. You're a lot less funny. You're a pretty good negotiator, though. Maybe that's a good skill. And a persuader. What are you? You're a flatterer, a conversationalist, and a persuader. Let's see how you do. What's your job? What do you do? You're another weaponsmith. You're a good weaponsmith. You get out of that tavern. You're not even allowed to go and drink in there. You've got to stay down by the forges and keep working. We've got this boy here, Della. Let's check Della again. What are you? You're a weaver. And a legendary weaver. +5 legendary weaver. If you assign rooms to an inn, they'll be used by visitors who apply for residency. Okay. Well, we probably will be doing that at some point. But not immediately. The immediate concern is finding a suitable tavern keeper for our new tavern. Maybe the best bet is actually to look at the migration waves. Go to the most recent ones, people who won't have been assigned anything, and have a look. Sort by conversationalist again. Okay, we've got a couple of 11s. Vutok. What do you do, Vutok? Vutok. There he is. He is a amazing doctor. He's an amazing doctor and a milker. Maybe he's a specialist plastic surgeon for the old boobs. He's a Bob in Bigginer. Makes the old chesticles swole. I don't know about that. Maybe that's just a hobby. Maybe he became such a good diagnoser and a surgeon that he needed to do something else to take his mind off it. And instead of, cutting people open and figuring out what's wrong with them and fixing it, he decided just to squeeze some moo-moo nips. Get himself some nice milky drink. What the fuck am I talking about? This is getting pretty slapdash, isn't it? The standards are slipping rapidly. If I'm not finished by 3 o'clock, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be babbling like a lunatic. That's fine, though. That's fine. Telling it to Bob Ross now. Who's our best comedian in this lot? In this tranche of visitors? This guy's a good consoler. Let's have a consoler. In fact, let's not bother looking at these new migrants. I want to know who the best consoler in the fortress is. Ooh, we've got a few who are master consolers. Okay. This boy here, Cole. What do you do, Cole? I say boy, it's a girl. Currently very unhappy. Haggard due to the stresses placed on them. Profession, siege operator. Okay. Why so upset, though? Don't see any, prefers that everyone live as harmoniously as possible, is somewhat quarrelsome. Within the last season she felt regret after starting a fist fight, frustration after being unable to find somebody in charge to cry on. How ironic! The greatest consoler in the fortress cannot be consoled. It's like the great Pagliani the clown. My goodness, such depth to this game, such beautiful tragedy. Oh wait, no, they are the best consoler, yet absolutely beside themselves with misery. I like it. And the other best consoler is also not happy. Wow. Wowee. Mind you, the one who's not happy is also a pretty damn good doctor and siege operator, so maybe they're just unhappy because they're not getting to use their talents effectively. No wonder they're so good at consoling people. They're doctors. They're probably always dumping bad news on people left, right, and centre. What about Cezir? Are you a good consoler, Cezir? You are Cezir, but you're not a doctor. You're a craftsman. No, hang on. You're a pretty good weaver. It's so difficult to choose somebody. Maybe I should just pick any old peasant. You know what? I'm going to pick any old peasant. I have grown bored of looking for a suitable candidate, and now I will fling whichever poor sod comes my way into the role. Where is the peasantry? Where is the peasantry? Show me some peasantry. Ah, there it is. Cezir Libadmosus. Are you any good at all? No, you're shit. Mildly observant, but that's about the size of it. Doesn't matter. Cezir is a peasant. Cezir gets the job. Oh, a gem cutter withdraws from society. Oh, interesting. Let me head back over to the fortress with you guys. Can't leave you over in therapist while I'm sorting this out. The guy I am looking for is Cezir Libadmosus. Okay. Cezir Libadmosus. Boom. We have a tavern keeper. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Maybe we'll put a performer in later on. For now, we'll just let things lie as they are. Hello, we appear to have some kind of large animal on the moat. It's a reindeer. According to the split second I saw it for, what happened there? Oh, he's claimed his workshop. That's good. What does he want? What do you want, mate? Rough gems? Wow. He's pretty monomaniacal there. He just wants rough gems. He is utterly uninterested in anything else. But in that case, let's get the boy gems. Let's dig some stuff out of the walls. Boom. Lovely. Come on. Get some miners down here so this boy can have his rough gems. And we'll see what he produces. Maybe I should have just spent a little longer looking for something a little more appropriate. But whatever these gems are, I'm sure they'll suffice. Heliodors. Why not? Why not? I'm going to quickly Google what a heliodor looks like. Why not? Heliodor. 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 Here we go. Oh, it's kind of a piss yellow crystal. Very nice. Lovely. Looks like something you might, have to have painfully extracted. Just in case anyone's wondering and can't be asked to Google it themselves, here's a link. Hooray! There we go. Lovely yellow crystals. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted now looking at Google Images. Let's wait to see what happens. Resume. Has he begun his construction? He's begun his construction. Fantastic. Fantastic. What lovely urine-coloured trinket are you going to craft for me today? Something beautiful? Maybe some kind of droplet splash-shaped doohickey? Come on. Build me an artifact. This could be my end point for the stream. This could be a highlight ending. If it's a good artifact, we'll drop the mic and say goodnight. We'll send everyone on to Cupo. But if it's a stinker, you're going to leave me floundering. You're going to be directly impacting the quality of the stream. Come on, my little craft dwarf. You can do it. You can bring this one home. You can give us a glorious ending that will leave everybody like just clutching at their eyes going, no, if I can't watch more Dwarf Fortress with Scoundrel right now, I'm going to rip my fucking eyes out because anything else I see just won't meet the requirements to keep me happy. Possibly. I mean, if you do feel like that after the stream, I'm flattered, but please seek help. You really need it. Come on, boy, get building. What are you up to? How long can it take to cut a blooming gem? A Heliodor? Come on. Well, while you're doing that then, I'm going to go back to Google Images, and then I'm going to press back, and instead of being on Google Images, I'm going to look up how much Heliodors are worth. Heliodor value. Ha ha ha. There we go. Sometimes known as Heliodor, the range ranges from pale yellow to golden. Due to its very good hardness and clarity, yellow beryl is a good substitute for the more expensive yellow sapphire. How much is yellow beryl worth? The value of natural beryl varies greatly depending on size, quality, and colour. Oh, hang on a minute. No need to read out the old ajsgem.com description of Heliodors. No, the thing's been completed. Let's get in there. Adil Gilobzagod, the gem cutter, has created Muzish Fikod, Rabstikgaz, a Heliodor mug. He offers it to the organised salves. This had better be a damn fine mug, otherwise I am going to not be happy. Mugs are not top of my list. Marta Glazed, the glowing rasps, a Heliodor mug, worth 48 grand. That's all right. This is a Heliodor mug. All craft dwarfship is of the highest quality. On the item is an image of Cog Whipped Clean, the dwarf and dwarves in Heliodor. Cog Whipped Clean is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the ascension of the dwarf Cog Whipped Clean to the position of King of the Jade Helm in 29. Well, it's all right. It's not really a showstopper, though, is it? It's not really a mic-dropping, end-of-the-show moment. I mean, much as I would be annoyed by it, maybe a siege or something. Although we really aren't equipped for sieges right now. Not with the tavern in the state it is. You know what? It might make sense to expand the moat. It suits the completion of those inns. That is a good point. It does seem thematically appropriate. It feels like something that fits. Maybe this is a suitable time to close off the stream. I don't know. I mean, at the moment, my desire to sort of continue is conflicting with my increasing levels of tiredness. So I'm trying to find that sweet spot where I can walk away feeling satisfied that I've done enough and not sit here going, blah, 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 as the viewers slowly trail off going, but he was much better when he started. At the very beginning of the stream, he was full of energy and very talkative, but now he's just moaning and mumbling like some kind of troglodyte. Not an actual troglodyte, you understand. I'm not, I swear. Ah, come on, Fortress, throw up a funsy. A funsy? A funsy. Give me something to look forward to next time I come back. Give me a reason to bring everybody back in next Thursday. Cliffhanger, please. No, it's falling on deaf ears. Dwarf Fortress gives no fucks about what I want. It does not care. All it's interested in is providing fun. Let's deconstruct these stairs over here. Is it DN? Yeah, it is. Oh, I'm getting pretty good with these little shortcuts. There we go. Deconstructing the stairs up the side of the tavern. So hopefully no one will get trapped on the roof now. No inquisitive child trying to find a new fun place to play is going to get stranded up high. Our corpse stockpile is absolutely rammo. I might need to expand it. Yeah. Let's make a corpse stockpile. You know what? Let's put a corpse stockpile down here by the volcano. Why not? It only makes sense. I mean, we could start chucking them in. Do you remember that fortress I did where we were going to all we were going to have like a volcano worshipping cult through the dead into the volcano? Remember that? Remember those days? Oh, the heady times. There we go. We've got a bit more space for corpse storage now, and a little further away from our tavern, which I think is probably for the best. The stinky corpse pile out back is probably not the biggest draw for potential patrons. Still though, they've got to go somewhere. I mean, you've got to keep the dead somewhere. Our refuse pile is looking pretty full as well. I'm guessing maybe we need another one. I mean, I could chuck all the pit in the lava mode, you know, and cheekily destroy it all, but I don't know. It looks like we're moving all the bones out anyway, so it doesn't matter. Corpse stockpile, refuse stockpile, it all goes somewhere in the end. Oh, look at that. They're finally picking all those bits of bone out of the hallway. What are these? What are these even? Upper, what? Someone's upper something. Upper left back tooth. Left lower arm. Oh, wow. Ouch. Okay, so it's a varied little collection of bits and bobs hacked off of people. A melange of woundings, if you will. Not woundings. I mean, what other words are there for severed body parts? Meat? No. I'll work on that. Next time we have little bits of corpses scattered everywhere, I'm sure I'll come up with something much more interesting to say about it. But, well, hello. It looks like we've found our out. There's a load of traders turning up. Lovely. We'll let them get set up in the trade depot. Or will we? You know what? For the sake of cliffhanging, because if I do let them get into the trade depot, there's a significant chance I'll forget about them at the beginning of next stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause. 2 wagons? Just 2 wagons? Come on. I've got so much money. I need more stuff to be brought so I can actually use the trade goods I've created. Come on, dwarves. Play the game. Well, I'm playing the game. Live the game. There we go. So I paused it, and now we save it. Those of you watching on YouTube, thank you very much for doing so. It's been a pleasure recording for you, but unfortunately it's now time for us to part ways. I've been recording for 1 hour and 42 minutes, making this video an unwatchably long pile of old nonsense, but, you know, somebody might watch it. Obviously, if you're watching this, you have. Thank you. Maybe I'll see you in the next one. Who knows?